It's me, Mario!
Do you remember Super Mario 64? It was one of my favorite popular video games ever. One thing for sure is the unreleased build in 1995, July 29th.
So enough with a chit-chat, let's get this started.
One day, I was on my computer, searching for something to buy on the internet. But then a strange pop-up appeared on my computer, saying, Rare unreleased Super Mario 64 build in 1995, ultra rare, with an exclusive Nintendo Ultra 64, brand new. I was so amazed that I found an unreleased build, so I decided to buy it. And then I heard a knock on the door, and then I saw the package. And when I unboxed it, this happened. I saw the cartridge and the console. So I set it up the console and put the cartridge in. When I turned it on, I saw the blue Nintendo logo. And then I saw the title screen with Mario's ear-piercing voice in high pitch. It was followed by him saying, Yaha! And then I pressed the start button on the controller. And then we see Mario. But he looked different than the final version's model. He had pointy hair in the back, and his shading was a little darker. But there was no intro with Princess Peach's letter for Mario. We see a message on the text box saying, Welcome to Mario Wonderland. If you're the adventurous sort, pay a visit to the castle ahead. The inaccurate thing was Mario's physics are different. When I went to the castle looks a little different than the final.
The text box was saying, the castle is exclusive to the show. It's connected to a variety of worlds, so open the doors and get adventuring.
When I pressed the start button again, we saw an unused stage select. The levels' names were different. The first one says Rocky Mountain. The second one says Fire Bubble Land. The third one says Snowy Slide. The fourth one says Waterland. And the fifth one says Koopa 1. So I went to all these courses, but the layouts were different, and same thing with for skyboxes. I finished collecting the first 2 stars in the first level, and now for the last 4. There were only 2 stars in every level, I said. So I had to relax and play the game myself. And after I was done, I had to go to the courtyard. But the layouts were different and there were no star statue. The booths have no sound at all. But when I pressed the left button on the controller, I saw Luigi. That must have been a hidden Easter egg in the build. But when I exited, I had to press the L button again so I could change back to Mario. So I went to the basement and then I saw a never-ending roofed hallway with a blue painting. But then Wario's head appeared, and he said, You want fun? Wario show you fun. So I had to run away from the Wario apparition, and then he was too fast, so I had to let myself die. But the screen cut to black, with Mario letting out a gut-wrenching scream. And then we saw the game over screen. But instead of him saying game over, he was screaming. Again. But then he vomited up hyper-realistic blood, and then his eyes rolled up, and then he starts grinning. I thought to myself, what the hell was I even thinking? So I had to restart it before he comes out. I turned it off, took the cartridge out, and put it back on. The Nintendo logo was now red, instead of blue. The coin sound was now low-pitched, and even darker. And then, we saw the title screen again, but there was no Mario. Instead, there was a Wario head. He has the same thing just like Mario did in the game over screen. I turned off the console, took the cartridge out, and smashed the cartridge into a million bits. And I never played this unreleased build ever again.